Good morning. Today is January 8th, 2023, and I hopped online to see who I would read for today, and what I have is Leonardo DiCaprio. Came up, I went over to Looper, and here's a little article I'll share with you, at least parts of it. Leonardo DiCaprio as the Joker is the creepiest sight we've ever seen. So we're going to go through that, but let me just show you. Are you going to go see it? Because I definitely will. I didn't even have a clue. But we'll get into the article, but the reading will be a 12-card spread. It's an astrological spread. I'll be using the Baron's Tarot Cross. We're going to touch on his ego, his subconscious, his social standing, his reality, his home life, his sex life, his relationships and marriage, as well as friends and enemies and so forth, T cards, a slew of things. So let's just see what this has to say. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the last remaining movie stars of his generation, an actor who has somehow mastered the craft of starring in films that are both box office blockbusters and critically acclaimed award winners. His best-known movies include era-defining hits like Titanic, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Revenant, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Inception. Let's see. DiCaprio has appeared in nearly every film genre ranging from period romance to social satire. Yet there's one field he's studiously avoided to date, the superhero comic book movie. Two huge roles DiCaprio turned down included Robin in 1995's Batman's Forever and Spider-Man in Sam's, I don't want to screw up his name, but a 2002 film. DiCaprio was also a top pick to play the web singer James Cameron's abandoned adaptation, according to Empire via Spider-Man News. Still, he has yet to suit up. Although he claims to have nothing against the genre, he has said he just hasn't found the right project. DiCaprio also apparently advised via Vogue to avoid superhero movies. So while The Hollywood Reporter claimed in 2017 that Warner Brothers wanted DiCaprio to star for executive producer Martin Scorsese in the supervillain original movie Joker, it should come at no surprise, as director Tom Phillips told the New York Times the film was developed by Joaquin Phoenix in mind for the role, and DiCaprio was never a factor. However, that hasn't stopped one artist from imagining how DiCaprio might look as Batman's greatest adversary. Alright, so that's what they have. So I thought maybe he was going to, play this role. Apparently not. He doesn't have a thing. But you can finish this. But let's take the poll. Do you think Leonardo DiCaprio as the Joker appears creepy? Not creepy enough. Like, this seems more like Chucky-ish. So I'd like to see the real deal. So, no, I don't think he looks too creepy. Whatever. Alright, so there we have it, folks. Now let's get into Leonardo DiCaprio's reading for 2023. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Welcome to Just for Tarot. Today's reading is on Leonardo DiCaprio. So, I'm just going to start the reading. First, this is 12-card spread, but I also pulled some other cards here, which I'm going to get to momentarily. I usually pull them at the end, but I'm going to pull them at the beginning. What we have as far as his first house dealing with his ego, the way his self-image, is we have realizations and epiphanies, we have nostalgia, as well as empowered. So he feels pretty good about himself, but there is something that he's having these moments of maybe a dream of lost time is what the card says, but there's something that he thinks about, that he reminisces about, that he misses. he may feel that he missed out on something, and I'm not sure. It may be a mate, just because of the cards, if you can see. He may be reminiscent of a past love, or someone that he's reminiscent of someone, and he's having these, I don't know, moments. They're but they empower him. How he feels about himself. He feels very powerful, capable, and strong. So he has strength in character. He feels powerful as a person, and he's come to some realizations in life. And it may be that he misses someone, or he missed out on something, which could be on someone. You know what I'm saying? All right, as far as the T cards, we have a bridge, so there could be some mending fences, or just coming to a crossroads. We have the butterfly. Change and transformation is underway. We have a lady, number 2. I'm not sure. This could be someone that plays heavily on his mind. This could also be a woman in spirit. This would not be the most significant woman in his life. I don't know anything about Leo. I don't know, back in the day, maybe the 2000s, early 2000s, whatever it was, he was kind of a cad. He had, I believe, like a lifestyle. I don't know if he's still carrying on with that, but what we have coming up in 2023 for Leo is this is mending fences, transformation, and change, and going somewhere. Things could also be up in the air during a transition where things are up in the air. We have the balloons, the hot air balloons in the air here. He needs to cross this bridge. Okay, so there could also be travel by flight coming up, but there could be change in travel as well. There's a change in career paths, and there could be a change as far as a lady. Like I said, it seems like this one in particular, there's one particular woman in his life that plays heavily on his mind, who is in spirit. I don't know his family life, if that would be like a grandmother or mother or sister, auntie, significant though to him. Anyhow, things are changing on the work front for Leo, and there could be a manager, could be trying to, a lot of chatter. Let's see. We have proud, honored, satisfied, and pleased. So just his emotions. And we have resentful, indignant, offended, and bitter. So there's something, I don't know what. All right, as far as the personal traps and the conspiracies, the personal conspiracies, the traps that we have internally, we have this is so close to Andrew Tate's reading. It's weird. It's like cross between Andrew Tate and Kim Kardashian in certain ways. It's as far as the readings are concerned, okay? What I have here is projection. There's the little devils. But there's also angelic energy surrounding him, if you can see the angel standing behind the devil. So it's well balanced, the duality of life, but it's projecting things onto others. And we have the undoer, where there's he builds things up and he could tear them down, or somebody else, when he builds them up. If this is him being his own worst critic, it's that he builds something great and then he tears it down. It would be like self-sabotage. But this could also be an indication that someone significant in his life, where he wasn't enough, make you feel internally like you're just not enough, because we also have this feeling of unwanted. That's the trap. I do everything that I possibly can, and either this feeling of not being wanted, self-sabotage, or the fact that somebody significant in his life is just always ripping him apart no matter what he does. It's just not enough, and it's this feeling of not being wanted, not being enough, not being wanted, and then you project that onto others. Like, I guess if you feel like you're not enough, it could manifest in being an overdoer, workaholics, any olic at the end, or ism, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's keep going. Now let's get into the actual, the blessings. Let's finish what I've started. We have the completion. Yeah. Yes, please complete. All right, so this is the grace, which means that, like, these are the blessings in his life. This is the grace that's bestowed upon him. He's able to complete whatever endeavors in life come full circle for him, that he flourishes. We have self-value. So even though somebody ripped him apart, the gift through it is that he values himself and the work that he does. Even though people can, he still values himself. That's just a direct gift from God. And then the healing comes because it's like a humbling effect where you practice humility. It's asking for a miracle. So, he asked and received. But only through that practice of humility will you find that freedom and the true healing. So there may be something in his life that needs to be addressed, or he needs to ask for a miracle. I'm not sure. But these are the gifts that God gave him, so he's not afraid to ask. He has it within him, which is really the spiritual principle of humility. So he is a humble dude, even though he comes off very arrogant, right? But then again, I don't know anything about this guy. I know very little, and I'm going off of, like, I don't know how many years, 25 years ago, I don't know, when he was like popping and hot, and I don't know, when I used to watch television and movies and things. So he's humble, and he practices humility, and he finishes his endeavor. So he completes the things that he starts. All right, so that's how he feels about himself. And then just other cards. Moving into his second house. This is as far as his finances in 2023, like in the now period, and we'll say the first few months, half of the year, but because the future here, as far as his economics, we have a new career path, and this is something that he anticipates. He's waiting for the change to happen. He knows he's anticipating the change of a new career. So what does that mean? I have no idea what he does. I don't know what other career paths or choices, or if he's had his hand in many pots. I don't know. You tell me. But there's a career change, a change that will be fruitful for him. It will affect his finances anyway, but it's anticipation, so it's something that it's good. And then in the future, so right now his finances are just like, in that beginning phases, the anticipation of the new career. I'm sure his finances are fine unless he's had major financial issues over time. What we have is gracefully aging and the dance. So I would say this is like generational wealth, and embracing the moment. He can do what he wants, financially speaking, because he has substantial long-term growth as far as his finances are concerned. He's good. He can embrace the moment. He can be spontaneous. He can move some money if he needs to, but honestly, he can enjoy what he has. But he's really anticipates that something new coming down, and it could be, I don't know, it may have to do with youthfulness, since we have gracefully aging and embracing the moment and the dance. Let's make Whoopi. Is he coming out with his own version of a blue pill? I don't know. um, I'm not sure. You tell me. What? Let's for finances. So he can enjoy his finances. Now in the third house, this is what he's. It's the house of communication. So there's talk about something healing from the past and a change of heart. So I'm not sure who or what this would concern as far as, but there would be a significant person in his life that he's a situation, a significant situation from the past that he's healing from and having a change of heart about. Well, maybe not a change of heart, but a change of mind is what it says. So there's been some change there. It says a change of mind, but an adjustment. So he's healing. See, basically, the healing looks a little bit like this. He's not going to hold people, people in his life, like maybe he held on to resentments or, with somebody from his past and constantly like throwing jabs at them or something. So if there's been a change of heart and a change of mind and you're healed from it, you'll no longer hear those snide remarks or him taking jabs. That's just an example. I don't know the man's life, so I wouldn't even know how or what the man would know who he has had, who he's changed his mind about, and it's someone from the past. He would know who that is. I do not. In his fourth house, well, let's see what he speaks, because we have the what he speaks into existence, the actual reality of this healing and the change of mind is letting go and sentimental feelings. So, all right, now that he's healed, did he have a significant relationship? Is that what the woman number 2 is about? I'm not sure if this is like a parental thing, like a parent-child relationship, or I'm not sure if this is a romantical or a friendship, anything. But he holds on. He has good feelings. We have sentimental feelings. So this is something that, he holds close to his heart, and he's letting it go. Does anyone know if he had a significant love? Because that's what he's manifesting. Freedom. Freedom and good feelings, good sentimental feelings about whomever that is in his life. Now, as far as in his home, he's peaceful, and he takes care of his home, but we also have parental care here. So I don't know if he has a parent that he's taking care of or who needs care within the home that brings a lot of peace to his home. Maybe a parent stops by, maybe they're spending time in 2023 would be significant. Maybe there's, but it brings a lot of peace to him. So I'm not sure. And if not, he's just at peace by taking care of his home in general. Moving into the SEX life, is he paying for it? I'm just asking. Why do finances show up? This is also entertainment. Does he have a gambling? Does he gamble? Could also luck. He could have some financial gains, but we have the beginning embracing the new. So I would say, as far as the SEX, I don't know if he's paying for it, and this is a new thing for him. I hate this. Let me just leave the 5th house alone. It should just be like private. I don't know. You tell me. I don't. Moving on into. Well, we've already done this because he's doing the dance. That's his future finances, and we've done the manifestation. So let's just go into his 7th house of relationships and marriage. It's harmonious. Is he married? I don't know. But he may get married. We have religion and spirituality. So whoever he is with, he's like in tune with them. Like he really is vibing with whomever. And he may feel like really spiritually connected to this person. And if if he isn't with this person, he will meet this person. Maybe somebody that he actually collaborates with. Doesn't have to be. They could be a musician, but again, doesn't have to be. If you want to take it that route, given the cards, they would be more of a like a gospel singer. I don't know. Whatever. However, it's compatibility, right? Melodious compatibility. So they really get along well together, and I would say that they feel that they come from the same faith-based foundation, or there's just a spiritual connection, one of those very strong connections between two people. Moving into the subconscious, we have emotions and awakening, opening your eyes. So there's something that he's opening his eyes to. He doesn't know yet, but he's getting some formal nudge, and it could come through the dream state, like through, at night. We have loyalty shows up in this card, as well as emotions, love, the heart space. So he's opening his eyes to love, and he may be missing, something here. He wants that loyalty, that loyal friend. He wants the relationship. Let me just see here. Because he's nostalgia, he's missing something. And he may feel like he really missed out on a relationship. He may find it in 2023. Maybe he's going to settle down. I don't know. Maybe he already did settle down. I don't know. Let's see. How he's viewed. How he's viewed by others is we have forgiveness and bound in faith. So they feel like he is a forgiving person, or practices forgiveness, but that he has, I don't know, that he's committed to forgiveness, committed to something. What does that have to do with, folks? Bound in faith. That he's a good friend and forgiving person? I'm not sure. The social standing, so it's how others view him. People that don't know him. And then the people who do, in his 11th house, dealing with his friendships, we have grief work and incubation, nesting instincts. So his friends are loving and nurturing. They may be grief workers, or nurses or something like that, but mothers. They also could be saying that there's some kind of work they could be encouraging him to kind of, I don't know, grieve, heal from the is his mother alive? I'm curious. Or a parent. I say mother because of the nesting instinct. They may want to help him also, nurture him, his friends, as he goes through some form of grief or loss. His friends are healers, they're very nurturing. They take care of him, like motherly love. But his enemies in his 12th house, they're moving in. His enemies are broke and constantly moving. They hope that he moves. I did have two here, because we have it's moving. They hope he moves far away. We have distant shores. This could be some of the things that he's awakening to, as awakening has come up throughout different cards, but I'm just saying, as it repeats itself. We have the mind's eye, distant shores. So they hope that he moves far away, just go away, and that he loses it all, because we have depletion, lack of resources. This is his enemies. So, because they're probably broke you know, but they that's what they hope, that he just moves away and loses it all. That's just terrible. You know, that's terrible. But his friends, I'm just like, what his friends are like nurturers and grief work. So they're they're loving and friends. And in his home we had what, parental care. So that's why I'm asking about the parent. But I think this parent brings but we have the crossroads. So I don't know. Crossroads money, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is he caring for a parent and he needs that someone to care for him? I'm not sure. We'll find out in 2023. I'm not sure, to be honest. But that's what I have for Leonardo DiCaprio for 2023. If you made it this far, please consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.